Hi Libra, welcome in. I got a doozy for y'all today. I'm Cheney. I've cleared the space. I've called in both mine and your guides, and I've shuffled the decks. We're gonna start with intuitive downloads. We might get into astrological transits, but I have a lot of downloads for you guys. And then we'll pull some cards. So I feel like a lot of this has to do with time. When I was, so as far as my process for doing readings, as soon as I finished Scorpio's reading a couple days ago, I knew you guys were up next and I immediately got some downloads. And so I sat down and tried to do the reading, and something interrupted me and I couldn't finish it. And then the next day I got some more downloads for you guys, and then I was like, okay, it's time. So I did it, and then my memory was full, so the video stopped. And I'm sharing that because like that process, as far as like feeling like you're ready and going and doing something, and then like something knocks you back, and it might feel in the moment like trying not to take it as a reason to not do it at all. Like, I knew I was still going to do y'all's reading, but I'm trying to like apply it to like more of a bigger ideal I feel like you guys might be going through. Like, you might feel like you have everything in your toolkit and you're ready to go like take action, and I feel like there's still a couple more lessons you need to learn, but it's not that it's not for you, you're just not quite ready yet. So as far as time, yeah, a lot to do with time. The first time I tried to sit down and do y'all's reading, I kept hearing Time Moves Slow by Badbadnotgood. So there might be some messages in that song for you. I'll link it below. And as far as like colors for you guys, I'm getting all of them, the whole rainbow. So all of your chakras being activated or upgrades or like undergoing changes. And I was listening to a reading today by Miss Reem. I think her name on YouTube now is the Rare Gazelle. But she mentioned something that was really resonated with the energy I was getting for you guys, which she had a vision of like the third eye turning inward. So as far as Virgo season and like going through a lot of hermit energy and meditation, contemplation, I feel like you guys have kind of been like really looking. Yes, you've been looking within, but you've also been vibing more with like your external world, and now you've been being, after Leo season, being thrown into like hermit phase. You might have had a lot of realizations in terms of things that were like not entirely dealt with, and I don't want to say that like, because some things are coming up because you're ready to like react to them in a new way. Because all throughout your life, like the same fears will come up. It's not about like escaping that fear. It's about finding a way to react to it so that it doesn't affect you in a negative way. Because we're all human and we're all gonna have like worries that cross our mind, but it's not feeding into those. And I feel like that's a part of what you're going through right now. But let's get into some other stuff, some lighter energy. So as far as guides for you guys, we have a bunch of toads and dragonflies out here today. Also, I think it was the first time I tried to do the reading for you. Might have been the second. But I was at my grandma's about a week ago, and she has like a bunch of plants. It's a beautiful beautiful garden everywhere. So everywhere you walk, there's butterfly, dragonfly, cute little bug. Anyways, there in front of her house, though, there was like this swarm of green scarab looking flying things. They made a lot of noise, like kind of like a cicada, like that buzzing. I had no idea what they were. But like I said, there was a lot, so I just ran. Couldn't really like check them out. And then the other day I was in my backyard and I saw one, and it kind of like it flew in my face, and I was like, oh heck no. And I was like, wait, it's one of those. And so I kind of like called it over unknowingly. Shouldn't have done this, but it's okay because I got to observe it. And I looked up because it's like green metallic. Anyways, it's a green June beetle, and they symbolize protection, success, intuition, and balance. Libra scales. So I feel like it's more of an underlying tone, but it still needs to be addressed. That as far as like protection and success, you guys are still good. I feel like you're working through a lot of heavy energy, having to turn inward, and there might be like doubts or worries coming up that I'm just here to remind you that as far as like your protection and your success, like they're still in line. There's a hummingbird right there. That's so cute. Go look up what hummingbirds represent. I feel like they're like new beginnings. Ooh, right? I don't know if they are. Look it up. But I did get numerology for you guys as far as new beginnings. So I was getting a lot of 111, but also the number 8. And so like I said, I've tried to do your reading, but turns out like there were way more things that I needed to understand before I could deliver this message. So anyways, so with the 111 and 8, so I felt like I kind of was like seeing that 111 and then that 8, so that hourglass thing. But I noticed that like this one was smaller, so I was getting like kind of like that hanged man energy. I know he's a potato. It's fine. He can be a little potato. All right. He's a nice collar and hair. Okay, so hold on. I have to tie all of this together because it was like a continuous thought in my head, but I gotta like deliver it in a way where it makes sense. So I was also, as far as like downloads for you guys, I kind of have some homework. This might be weird, but if you have the time, I'm not saying like you have to do this, but if you have the time, there were some shows that I was getting for you guys that might have downloads that you need to hear, or lessons. So as far as that, Sandman on Netflix, Lock and Key on Netflix, and then also Da Vinci's Demons on HBO. So as far as that hanged man energy, like that's where I got the Da Vinci's Demons coming up. His whole story, like it starts with the hanged man, and it comes back and ends with it, and it ties in. So like he, kind of what I was getting for you guys is what he experienced was, I feel like you have a lot of puzzle pieces coming in and you don't know like the final picture yet. But this is just about like a matter of time. So as far as Sandman energy, I feel like you're in a process of also like reworking the dream realm. I feel like you might have went through a phase previously where you got a lot of like messages from your guides in your dreams, and right now your dreams might feel kind of out of control. And that may be, if that's the case, that may be a sign to like look to ways to protect yourself when you're sleeping. And that doesn't mean you need to like go buy something. You can just like when you're laying in bed before you go to sleep, just set the intention to be protected in the dream realm, to also have be able to remember, okay, be able to like receive signs in your dreams to help you, but also be able to remember them when you wake up. And then also my nostrils flared a lot just then. But also, when you wake up, set the intention when you wake up to be in like your happiest, highest timeline. Wake up on the right side of the bed. And I feel like that helps a lot. Just like doing that one thing right before you close your eyes and go to sleep. Oh, and then also I heard a song by this artist, and one of the lyrics was, I'll link the song in the description, but one of the lyrics was, I'm unconscious, stuck in my nightmares, someone told my dreams to fight fair. And I feel like that might resonate for some of you, where you feel like your dreams used to be helpful and helping you out, but right now they're kind of tripping you up. And I feel like it's because you're not getting the full picture, but you will. But also, like, setting those intentions before you go to bed will help. Also, mugwort helps with remembering dreams, if you want to look into that. I'm not a doctor, so obviously talk to your doctor before taking anything. And then going back to like that hourglass and the Sandman, mastery of the dream realm, and as far as like getting all those downloads about time, I feel like while you're going through a lot of internal changes, you are also activating a new power of your mind in terms of how you perceive time. So, like, as far as like time moving fast or slow, like that's all up to the observer and what's going on. Ooh, right? I just gasped. So as far as it being up to you, maybe more homework for you. Maybe like trying to like keeping a little journal, like as far as like when you realize like time just moved really fast, like what were you doing, what were you feeling, and then when it's like moving slow, maybe writing down what you're feeling then, and then like using that to your advantage. And then there's a lot of birds out here. I was drawing a bird for my friend's comic, so there's a lot of birds on this paper too. So as far as getting like all those colors for you guys, like the 7 rays, also that I'm also seeing a feather right there. It's like a grayish feather. It was a blue jay. So as far as the 7 rays, also there's a peacock here. Yeah, so look up the 7 rays, Sanakamara, the peacock god. There's a monarch. Oh my god, this is lovely energy, guys. There's a blue and yellow dragonfly playing together. Well, 2 of them. One's yellow, one's blue. I feel like you do want to be in Virgo season. You do want to sit and like make time go by slower and just like enjoy it and soak it in. But I also feel like there's like heavy energy, and like you're trying to like detach yourself from the heavy energy, and just kind of like put it away. But right now is, unfortunately, we got to deal with it right now. But it's okay because we have all Virgo season to do that. So going back to that 7 for you guys, the 7 rays also, I was using one of those spirit box apps. I think it's the Hope. I can link that in the description too. But I called in like the highest power, my higher self, and I asked if anyone was able to use this, voice box because it uses like just sound, so when actual words come through, like it's obviously like being manipulated by the energy. But I asked who I was speaking with, and they said I have 7 eyes. And so I looked that up, and it related back to like the 7 eyes of God. And that kind of reminded me more so of the number 7 for you guys. And then I realized y'all are the 7th house. So that the 7th house is the sector of relationships, but also other people. And then so it governs all like business or interpersonal like relationships, but also like what's associated with that. So that would be like contracts, verbal or like written, marriage, business deals. And then so as I was getting on like of that 7 download energy, I noticed like these torches all over this the Modern Witches tarot box, right? And I was like, okay, torches, pass the torch, Olympics. And I was like, okay, yeah, the rings, how many? There's 5. And I looked up the purpose of the logo. What was that? There's so many little winged creatures flying around right now. So I looked up the purpose of the logo, and it's meant to show the unity between the 5 continents. And then I looked up how many continents there are, because I thought there were 7. Turns out there are, but as far as the Olympics, only 5 get together. We don't have teams from Antarctica coming through, you know. March of the Penguins. Anyways. So as far as that torch energy, the 7 rings. So with all that 7 energy coming in, I feel like you guys work with the power of 7. Because it's the 7th house, y'all rule the 7th house. Also 7 keys. So you're coming into the ability to manipulate what could take 7 hours into taking 7 minutes, or what could take 7 years into 7 months. I feel like by recording how time moves, depending on how you feel or what you're doing, you're going to be able to change how time functions around you. You're actually like manipulating your timeline to work with you rather than against you. So as far as like if there's anything that you feel like you can't come to a decision on right away, like you need more time, while this and that are true, as far as indecision still being a decision, I feel like right now you guys are able to use that hourglass and the scales in your favor, not to manipulate people, I want to clarify that, but to make time work in your favor. Like if you still need more time to determine what your decision will be, I feel like you're going to be able to get that in a healthy, constructive way. Alright, let's pull some cards. So we're going to ask, what does Libra need to know for Virgo season? And this is the mystical, right? Yeah, the mystical Leonormand. What does Libra need to know for Virgo season? Ooh, the owls. So for me, this is like a guide card. You being protected and watched over. Okay. And then, what does Libra need to focus their attention on? Okay. The odds. So the scythe is there, and when we get the next card, we'll understand. Because apparently the scythe is meant to be something you need to be aware of. So as far as focusing your attention, because the next question is what you need to do. So what you need to be aware of is what you need to do. So that's what you need to focus your attention on. Okay. What does Libra need to do? What? Why is it in reverse? Hold on. So this is the Number 20, no, 35. The Anchor. So this card stands for work, job, training, and stability. If you have questions regarding your work, your job, look at the cards around it. But it's in reverse, so it's not about work. I mean, I wasn't getting work. I was more so getting, like, interpersonal relationships. Hold on. We'll clarify. So what does Libra need to release for Virgo season? We've got 2. So we have the Writer and Gifts. All right. I'm noticing Mercury and Saturn here. So the Writer and Gifts. So as far as what you need to release, the Horse Rider brings good news. Okay, and then number 9. Flowers is a card of luck. You receive an invitation, a present, or you're going to get engaged. Who knows? So I think as far as what you need to release, because remember at the beginning for intuitive downloads, like I said, it seemed like more of like a softer note, like a background note while you're going through a lot right now. Like you're still being protected, and so is your success. Like that's guaranteed. So you might be like worrying about that, and I feel like it's asking you to release feeling like you need to worry about that because it's guaranteed. Okay, so let's clarify. What does Libra need to know as far as their guides are watching over them? Ace of Swords in reverse. Okay. Ace of Swords in reverse. One more. The Knight of Pentacles in reverse. What do you need to know? So as far as Ace of Swords in reverse, like, kind of getting you might have felt like Knight of Pentacles. Action towards money, not acting. And the Magician at the bottom of the deck. Let me get another card. Two of Pentacles. Page of Cups at the bottom. Yeah, so going back to that thing about indecision, you might feel like someone's like kind of rushing you to make a decision about something. But I feel like your guides are like protecting you if you need more time to weigh options. This is also a notice to try to avoid overthinking. Yeah. Okay, let's clarify what you need to focus your attention on. I'm noticing the 2 little yellow butterflies, which represent like happiness. Oh yeah, don't look at that nail, y'all. It's rough. So let's clarify what you need to focus your attention on. For Libra. Judgment. Okay. So yeah, with the sky pointing towards what you need to be aware of as far as judgment, that makes sense. Let's get another 7 of Cups options. Which you need to be aware of. What you need to focus your... Why would that be what you need to focus your attention on? The Empress at the bottom of the deck. What you need to focus your attention on is, because this is your card, whether, you know, masculine or feminine, or, you know, neither, this is Libra's card. So this is what's unseen. What you need to be focusing your attention on is that you're still like Empress energy. And regardless of, so like, judgment's still gonna happen. And you still have options. I feel like what was that? I think it was another hummingbird. My goodness. Let me get another card. Been here for 24 minutes. I'm sorry. You are a badass being full of life, love, and possibilities. Through this deck, may you find a path to your best self. That's just like the extra card in the deck, but it came out. What you need to focus your attention on is that you're still going to be successful. You're still going to be protected. You have options. What other people choose to do is their own judgment, and it's not up to you to feel changed or caught up about. As far as what you need to do, let's clarify. For Libra, come on the flow. For Libra, okay, we got 3 of Swords. What you need to do, we got the Magician at the bottom of the deck again. 6 of Swords in reverse. So 6 of Swords in reverse is about change. Yeah, this is like the opposite of change. What? Libra, I'm so confused. What? Oh, okay. One more. For Libra. Page of Pentacles. The Sun is at the bottom of the deck. Getting like, don't change. But also you're going through internal changes. I feel like there's something, yes, you're like going through changes that you need to undergo, but I feel like there's something that your external world is making you feel pressed to change about yourself that you're not supposed to. And only you'll know what that is. I can't tell you. Might have something to do with what you might not see as a financial avenue right now could be potentially in the future. Yeah, Master Manifesting. Okay, what you need to release, and what I got for that for you guys with the writer and the gifts was that you need to release feeling any like worry about your success or your, you know, your protection. Let's clarify. For Libra, High Priestess. Nice. Yeah, I feel like, hold on, let me get another card. The Star. One more. So it's like multiple cards about like intuition, spirituality, hope, faith, renewal. Okay. And then we have the 4 of Swords, meditation, contemplation. There might be something external, because we have the mice down here eating the cheese. There might be something external that's making you feel like you can't trust your intuition. And it's like putting you into like a 4 of Swords energy. But I feel like because I was also kind of getting through, you guys, you might be going through, those are giant dragonflies. Okay. You might be going through like a hard time differentiating intuition versus anxiety right now. And I feel like deep down you know the difference, even if it feels hard in the moment, especially when you're going through heavy emotions. But I would say, like, definitely trust your gut, but also trust trust that you also overthink sometimes. Oh God, is this even helpful? Can I get another card for Libra, please? of Pentacles, control, security. Trust that you're always going to have that. You squirrel. What's up, dude? Enjoy gathering your nuts. Swords, end of a cycle. The devil. Oh my god, Libra, what the fuck? Okay, we have the Lovers, Seven of Wands. Nine of Wands at the bottom of the deck. You might have felt like you needed to like protect yourself in a love situation. I feel like an old worry might have come up that triggered your need for like control and security. It felt threatened. Ten of Cups. But you're not seeing the Ten of Cups. I think it was a Libra reading I was watching. It might have been Baba Jolie. She said when you see a white butterfly, that's how you know things are looking up. And look at the bottom of the deck. The white butterflies. I feel like you might be a little too much in your head. There's a black butterfly right there. High Priestess energy. Balance. Balance, balance, balance. Oof, Libra. I think you're okay. I feel like a lot of this is just internal. You're fighting your own demons. Just try not to see them as external or people around you. And obviously if you need to like cut yourself off from other people's energy for some time, like you can do that. Do whatever you need to do for you. I'm also seeing the number 22. So I'm getting like you're where you're supposed to be right now. I love you, Libra. Thank you for being here. It's always a pleasure. Hope you have a great Virgo season. Take it easy. Bye.